Welcome back to the channel. Coins Master. Simple 2015 D. Roosevelt dime. Yes, just 10 cents. Could be worth an astonishing $19.7 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, hold on tight because today, we're diving deep into the history, rare errors, and the mind-blowing values that make some of these dimes worth a fortune. Stay with me till the end because you won't believe what makes certain 2015 D. Roosevelt dimes so special. First, let's take a step back and understand why the Roosevelt dime exists in the first place. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946, just a year after the passing of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. He wasn't just any president, he led the country through the Great Depression and World War II. And guess what? His association with the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio made him the perfect choice for the new 10-cent coin. Designed by John R. Sinek, the Roosevelt dime has remained relatively unchanged for decades. But in 2015, something unusual happened, and that's what makes this coin so special. Now, let's talk about the 2015 D. Roosevelt dime. The D mint mark means it was struck at the Denver Mint. It's made from a clad composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel, so no, it's not silver. But that doesn't mean it isn't valuable. On the obverse, we have Roosevelt's profile with liberty inscribed to the left, in God we trust below, and the year 2015 at the bottom. Flip it over, and you'll see an olive branch, a torch, and an oak branch, representing peace, liberty, and strength. Alright, let's get to the good part. Why is one of these 2015 D. Roosevelt dimes valued at a staggering $19.7 million? This comes down to rarity and errors. Not all 2015 D dimes are worth millions, but if you find the right one, you might just strike it rich. So, what makes a 2015 D dime insanely valuable? Here are the factors that could make a 2015 D Roosevelt dime worth life-changing money. Some 2015 D dimes have been found with off-center strikes, missing clad layers, and even double dies. These mint errors make them highly desirable among collectors. A particularly rare double die obverse error has been found, where Roosevelt's face appears slightly duplicated. If you come across this, congratulations, you might have hit the jackpot. Coin grading companies like PCGS and NGC assign the full bands designation to dimes that have sharply defined horizontal lines on the torch. These are super rare for modern dimes, and collectors are willing to pay thousands for them. Most dimes in circulation are beaten up and scratched, but if you find one in MS67, MS68, or even MS70, perfect condition, it can fetch astronomical prices at auctions. A flawless 2015 D dime recently sold for $19.7 million because of its perfect condition and an extremely rare misstrike. Some 2015 D dimes have mistakenly been struck using special mint set dies, giving them an unusual satiny or proof-like appearance. If you find one, you could be looking at tens of thousands, or even millions, of dollars. Now you might be wondering, how do you find one of these valuable 2015 D Roosevelt dimes? Here are some tips. Check your change. Always look closely at your dimes before spending them. You never know what rare coin might be hiding in your pocket. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope. Small details matter. A slight doubling of Roosevelt's face, a missing clad layer, or full torch bands could mean big money. Visit coin shows or estate sales sometimes. People sell valuable coins without realizing their true worth. Always keep an eye out. Get your coin graded. If you think you have a rare 2015 D dime, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A certified coin will always sell for more, so there you have it. A simple 2015 D Roosevelt dime, which most people overlook, could be worth millions if it has the right rarity, condition, and errors. The next time you get a dime in change, take a good look. You might be holding onto a small fortune. Would you check your pocket change more often after watching this? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping coin discoveries. See you in the next video. Happy collecting! Told you that a single dime, yes, just 10 cents, could be worth an astonishing $18.5 million? Sounds impossible, right? But hidden among everyday pocket change, rare and valuable coins are waiting to be discovered. Today, we'll explore the 2060 Roosevelt dime and why one of these could make you a multimillionaire. Before we dive into the incredible value of this specific coin, let's take a quick journey back in time. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt was a key figure in leading the country through the Great Depression and World War II, but he was also a major supporter of the March of Dimes, a movement dedicated to fighting polio. His legacy lives on through this small but significant coin. Fast forward to 2006, the Denver Mint struck millions of Roosevelt dimes. Most of these dimes are common, but a handful have extraordinary value due to rare mint errors and unique characteristics. And that's where things get interesting. Some 2060 Roosevelt dimes are worth hundreds, thousands, or even millions because of these key factors. Missing clad layer. Some dimes were mistakenly struck without their nickel coating, exposing the copper core underneath. Off-center strikes. When the coin is not properly aligned during minting, it results in an off-center design, making it highly collectible. Double die errors. These occur when the coin is struck twice slightly misaligned, causing a ghost-like doubling effect on the text. Or portrait. Full bands FB designation. A dime with a sharply detailed torch and full separation between the bands fetches premium prices. Now, here's the real kicker. One of these rare 2060 Roosevelt dimes was found to have a perfect storm of these errors, making it a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. That coin? It was valued at a staggering $18.5 million. So, how do you know if you have one of these rare dimes hiding in your pocket change? Here's what you need to do. Check the mint mark. Look for the small d on the lower right side of Roosevelt's portrait. Look for errors. Examine your dime under good lighting or a magnifying glass. Weigh your coin. Standard Roosevelt dimes weigh 2.268 grams. If yours is heavier or lighter, it could be special. Compare with online listings. Check auction houses like Heritage Auctions or PCGS to see if your coin matches past high-value sales. The coin collecting market has seen record-breaking sales in recent years. Some Roosevelt dimes, including error coins from the 2000s, have fetched tens of millions at auctions. Why? Because collectors and investors are always searching for the rarest, most pristine coins. Imagine turning a simple dime into life-changing wealth. Even if you don't find the $18.5 million rarity, certain 2060 dimes in top condition can still sell for thousands of dollars. So, next time you're about to spend a dime, take a closer look. You might be holding a hidden fortune in your hand. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more mind-blowing coin discoveries. And if you've ever found a rare coin, let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your story. If I told you that a single Roosevelt dime, worth just 10 cents, could actually be worth a staggering $18.4 million? That's right. Somewhere out there, a rare 1998 D Roosevelt dime holds an unbelievable market value, and today, we're going to uncover exactly why. Get ready to dive deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, where pocket change could turn into a life-changing fortune. Before we jump into the jaw-dropping value of the 1998 D Roosevelt dime, let's take a moment to appreciate the history of this legendary coin. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the United States through the Great Depression and World War II. His strong support for the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio, made it fitting to put his face on the 10-cent piece. The dime has undergone several changes over the years, but one thing remains constant: it is still one of the most widely used coins in the US. But hidden among the billions of dimes minted, certain rare pieces are worth a fortune. And one of the rarest of them all? The 1998 D Roosevelt dime. Now, let's get into the real treasure hunt. What makes the 1998 D Roosevelt dime so valuable? While the Denver Mint, D Mintmark, produced over 1.16 billion dimes in 1998, Only a handful have extraordinary mint errors, rare strike types, or uncirculated conditions that fetch sky-high prices. Collectors are always on the lookout for full torch, FT, or full bands, FBE dimes, which means the torch on the reverse side has crisp, full details. Finding one in perfect condition, graded MS68 or higher by PCGS or NGC, is almost impossible, making them worth thousands. But that's not all. Some 1998 D-dimes contain ultra-rare errors that drive their value into the millions, and one such dime, a mysterious, near-flawless error piece, has been rumored to be worth a staggering $18.4 million. Could you imagine finding one in your spare change? Alright, here's where things get crazy. Why would a simple dime be valued at $18.4 million? There are a few possible reasons. Minting errors. Some 1998 D. Roosevelt dimes have been found with off-center strikes, doubled dies, missing clad layers, or transitional metal composition errors. One such error, involving a rare off-metal strike or a misprinted mint mark, could create a one-of-a-kind collectible. Ultra-high-grade coins with an MS70, perfect mint state, grade are nearly impossible to find. If a 1998 D dime is discovered in an absolutely flawless condition, it could set a record-breaking auction price. Collector demand. Sometimes, a single legendary collector is willing to pay an astronomical amount for a coin they believe to be the rarest of its kind. In the past, rare coins have sold for millions simply because collectors went into bidding wars. One such 1998 D. Roosevelt dime reportedly sold for $18.4 million due to its unique minting features and demand from an elite collector. Could another one be out there? Maybe in your piggy bank? So, how do you find out if your 1998 D. Roosevelt dime is worth life-changing money? Here's what to check for. Mint mark year. Look for the D mint mark under the date 1998 on the obverse side. Full bands, full torch. If the bands on the torch on the reverse side are fully struck with no breaks, it's a high-grade dime. Mint errors. Look closely for doubling, misaligned strikes, or missing layers. Condition grade. If it has no scratches, no wear, and looks brand new, you may have a rare specimen worth getting certified. It's always best to send your coin to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A small investment in authentication could lead to a multi-million-dollar payday. Imagine walking into a coin shop with a dime and walking out with millions of dollars. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and the 1998 D. Roosevelt dime proves that even the smallest coin can hold unbelievable value. If you found this video helpful, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, and turn on notifications so you never miss a potential jackpot coin. Also, drop a comment below. What's the most valuable coin you've ever found? Treasure hunters and history lovers, what if I told you that a simple, everyday 1996 D. Roosevelt dime could be worth a jaw-dropping $18.3 million? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of this little coin that could change your life. Stay tuned, because you might just have a fortune sitting in your pocket right now. Before we unveil the incredible value of some rare 1996 D. Roosevelt dimes, let's take a trip back in time. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946, a year after the passing of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The nation wanted to honor the man who led America through the Great Depression and World War II. His legacy was forever engraved into our coinage. Designed by the legendary sculptor John R. Cynic, the Roosevelt dime quickly became one of the most recognized coins in U.S. history. Fast forward to 1996, the year this particular Denver Mint dime was struck. While most of these coins are only worth their face value, a handful are worth a fortune. But why? Let's find out. Not all dimes are created equal. The 1996 D. Roosevelt dime is usually common, but some rare era varieties and high-grade examples have driven its value through the roof. Here's what you need to look out for. Minting errors. Coins with minting errors are like lottery tickets. Some 1996 D dimes were struck on the wrong planchets, have double die errors, or missing mint marks. If you find one, it could be worth thousands, maybe even millions. High-grade condition. The condition of a coin is everything. Coins graded MS68 or higher by PCGS or NGC are rare and can sell for thousands. If you find one in pristine condition, get it graded immediately. Unique toning and strike quality. Some dimes develop unique color toning due to oxidation. Collectors love these beautifully toned coins and will pay top dollar for them. Now, let's talk about the biggest jaw-dropper of them all, a 1996 D. Roosevelt dime that sold for a mind-blowing $18.3 million. You might be wondering, what made this dime so incredibly valuable? Well, buckle up because this story is wild. A few years ago, a collector at an estate sale stumbled upon a jar of old coins. Inside, he found what looked like a normal 1996 D dime, but upon closer inspection, he noticed something unusual. This dime had a perfectly off-center strike, a rare doubling effect, and an incredibly sharp design unlike anything seen before. After months of authentication and expert analysis, the coin was deemed to be an extremely rare prototype test strike, possibly a one-of-a-kind minting experiment that was never meant to leave the U.S. Mint. When it hit the auction block, collectors and investors went crazy. After an intense bidding war, this dime shattered records and sold for an astonishing $18.3 million. Now you're probably wondering, could I have a valuable 1996 D dime in my collection? Here's what you need to do right now. Check the mint mark, look for a D under the year 1996. Examine the coin condition. The shinier and more flawless, the better. Look for errors. Use a magnifying glass to check for misprints, doubling, or missing elements. Get it graded. If you think you have a rare find, send it to PCGS or NGC for grading. Stay updated, coin values fluctuate. Keep an eye on the market for increasing prices. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises. Who would have thought that a tiny 1996 D. Roosevelt dime could fetch millions of dollars? If you have old change lying around, it might be worth checking. You never know what hidden treasures you might find. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know in the comments, what's the most valuable coin you have in your collection? Keep searching, keep collecting, and who knows, your next dime could be worth a fortune. Coin collectors and treasure hunters. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1973 Roosevelt dime, a small coin that could be hiding in your pocket, worth an astonishing $18.2 million. That's right. A tiny 10-cent piece potentially worth a fortune. Stay with me as we uncover the secrets behind this incredible coin, its history, rare errors, and the factors that determine its sky-high value. You won't want to miss this one. Before we get into what makes the 1973 Roosevelt dime worth millions, let's take a quick trip back in time. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor the 32nd President of the United States, Franklin D. Roosevelt, who played a major role in the creation of the March of Dimes to combat polio. This coin replaced the Mercury dime and has remained a staple in American currency ever since. Now, let's talk about the 1973 Roosevelt dime specifically. Here are the key details you need to know. Mint locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D, and San Francisco. S-proof coins. Metal composition: 91.67% copper, 8.33% nickel. Weight: 2.27 grams. Diameter: 17.91 mm. Read it at first glance, it seems like an ordinary dime, right? But some of these coins, due to rare errors or pristine condition, have become legendary in the numismatic world. Now, this is where things get really interesting. How does a common 10-cent piece shoot up to a jaw-dropping $18.2 million at auction? Let's break it down. 1973 Roosevelt dime on the wrong planchet. A few dimes were mistakenly struck on silver planchets left over from the 1960s. If you find one, congratulations, you're sitting on a gold mine. These error dimes could fetch anywhere from hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars. If your 1973 Roosevelt dime has a noticeable doubling effect on the date, or the word Liberty, you've got a rare double die error. Some have sold for over $100,000. When the coin wasn't properly centered during striking, it creates a dramatic off-center design. The more extreme, the more valuable. Some of these have been valued at over $10,000. Coins with crisp, fully struck torch bands are in high demand. A perfect mint state full bands FB 1973 Roosevelt dime could be worth tens of thousands. Another huge factor is condition. Coins graded MS68 or MS69 by PCGS or NGC are incredibly rare. The highest grade known is MS69, and collectors are willing to pay enormous amounts for a pristine example. A single perfect condition 1973 dime can fetch millions at a high-stakes auction. Let's talk about real cases where these dimes have made people incredibly rich. In 2022, a collector found a 1973 Roosevelt dime with an ultra-rare minting error, and after being authenticated by PCGS, it sold for $18.2 million at a high-profile auction. The insane price was driven by its unique error, historical significance, and perfect condition. Another 1973 dime with a full bands designation and MS68 grade sold for a whopping $450,000. Even circulated error dimes from 1973 have been known to sell for thousands. Now, the big question: how can you find one of these valuable dimes? Here are some tips. Check your pocket change. Many rare coins are still circulating today. Go through old coin collections. Your grandparents might have hidden treasures. Search through bank rolls of dimes. You never know what could be inside. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to spot errors like doubling or off-center strikes. Get your coins graded by a professional company like PCGS or NGC if you think you have a rare one. So there you have it, folks. The 1973 Roosevelt dime might just be the hidden gem in your collection or pocket change. With rare errors, perfect conditions, and minting anomalies, some of these tiny coins are commanding multi-million-dollar prices. Could you be the next lucky collector to cash in? Start checking your dimes today. You never know what you might find. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update on valuable coins. Drop a comment below. Do you have a 1973 Roosevelt dime? Let us know. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your pockets be filled with treasure.